What's going on, everyone? My name is Steve Oatley with Freight Broker Live. This show is called 5 Minutes of Freight. It's where I highlight some of the biggest news stories that relate to freight and logistics, and I try to do it in about 5 minutes and put it out as a podcast and a video. Going first, so what I do is I keep a timer, which you can see up there. I try to spit everything out in 5 minutes if I can. Sometimes I usually run long, but whatever. Okay, so I'm going to start. First news story we're going to talk about today is an article I just put out about a new class action lawsuit naming mega broker TQL. The new class action lawsuit was filed last week in federal court, alleging that February's data breach, which compromised the sensitive carrier and customer data, is causing carriers to have to spend time away from COVID-19 relief efforts to assure that their data is not compromised. Two carriers, Georgia-based Finesse Express, a one-truck operation, and Indianapolis-based Wilder Group, a 150-truck fleet, say the class action seeks to redress TQL's many failures that cause cybercriminals and identity thieves to access plaintiffs' and classes' confidential information. The complaint says that both plaintiffs have suffered damages and that members of the class are at an imminent risk of serious and crippling identity theft. Comes on the heels of a very bad couple of months, extensive coverage of the mass layoffs over there and binding all the people that they terminated with non-competes. Pretty much everybody's covered that. Everyone's going to continue to cover it. We're not going to let it go because it was not right. Anyway, FMCSA extends and expands the hours of service emergency declaration. Late yesterday, the FMCSA announced the extension of the emergency declaration exempted carriers hauling essential goods from hours of service regulations through May 15th. The order also expanded the list of what is essential to include carriers that are hauling liquefied gases to be used in refrigeration or cooling systems. The decision to extend the emergency declaration is one that many in the industry do not agree with, as they feel it will continue to cause rates to fall, and eventually companies to fail. Unemployment claims at an all-time high. Another 6.6 million people filed for unemployment benefits last week, according to the U.S. Department of Labor, as American workers continue to suffer from devastating job losses, furloughs, reduced hours during the coronavirus pandemic, bringing the total to over 17 million people who have filed in the past 3 weeks. Economists say the U.S. employment rate is now at 13%, the worst since the Great Depression. Truckers need to eat. A company that owns and operates more than 1,000 Burger Kings and Popeye restaurants across the country apologized Wednesday after a truck driver walked up to one of their drive-thrus to place an order and was turned away. Driver Chris Sensing says the incident happened Tuesday at a Burger King in Donaldson, Tennessee. Sensing as a truck driver cannot use the drive-thru because of the height of his semi. With dining rooms shut down across the state because of COVID-19, Sensing walked up to the drive-thru window to place an order. The employee at the drive-thru window turned Sensing away, saying they were only allowed to take orders from people in vehicles in the drive-thru, not those that walk up to the window. In an email, the regional director for the restaurant group said the company's policy of not allowing walk-ups to the drive-thru had been changed at the beginning of the COVID-19 crisis, but unfortunately, the manager involved did not receive the communication, and they do say that the issue has been corrected and everyone's been made aware of it. Meat packing COVID-19. More than 80 employees of a Sioux Falls, I don't even know how you say it, Sioux Falls processing plant have tested positive for the coronavirus. According to multiple reports, the first confirmed case at Smithfield Foods, think Nathan's Hot Dogs, the first confirmed case at Smithfield Foods meat processing plant came to light last week. Since then, over 80 workers have tested positive for the virus. We've heard Tyson Foods, a bunch of other companies are all experiencing the same thing. We know it. Everyone's going to be infected by this thing. Basically, I don't even care if you stay in your house and stay to yourself. Whatever. My name is Steve. I was able to keep it under 5 minutes, so we're super happy about that. Make sure you check out my live show, which is live every Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. YouTube, Facebook, social media, LinkedIn, my website, podcast players, everywhere. Have a good day. Keep trucking. Be safe, guys.